All right, Coach. I guess from the time you guys went down, had that road trip in New Mexico, had those 2 losses. What do you think are the biggest differences with your team now from the way they were playing then?
Defense first. This is hopefully, knock on wood, this is the 7th game in a row holding somebody under 40%. Probably going into that road trip, we probably had to flip-flop. There was probably 7 teams in a row that went over 40% on us. So number one, that's that, and then I think we've gotten better. It's hard to quantify, how that is. I feel it defensively, and I think that leads into offense for us. It helps. It's hard to play defense when you're constantly getting scored on. You lose momentum. You put too much pressure on your team offensively. So I think it's kind of taken a little bit of that off, and we've got into a better flow other than last night offensively. I think because of it.
Yeah. With the way you guys shot the ball last night, shoot almost 60% tonight, what can you say about that turnaround?
We're not a 28% shooting team, and whether it was, it was hard last night. We were running in mud a little bit. We weren't really focused, and you saw, the team that I see a lot of times, came out tonight. We were aggressive. We were focused. They played with passion. All the things that we needed to do. And that's what we had to do because we put the game away in the first half. That's where it was won. Second half was ugly. They kept pressing. We kind of let off the gas a little bit, and then it turned into not a really pretty game. But obviously, putting up 108 points. If a team's going to press you the whole time, then you have no choice but to attack a little bit. Because if you don't, then you're going to really turn it over. Just get out of a big rhythm.
Yeah. Actually had a career high, last night, and then, goes and outdoes herself again tonight. What have you just kind of seen out of her the last 2 nights?
She was kind of comfortable. I don't know. She was. I think I'm glad with, obviously, her leading the charge. We had 5 players in double figures, and that's huge for us. 25 assists. That's where we want to be. That's a great game assist-wise. But, I think it was probably for her a little less forcing things, and things kind of came to her, and she knocked them down when that happened.
You started 4 for 4 from 3-point land tonight. I guess was just basket looking pretty big tonight.
I guess so. No, percentages always come around, and so just gotta keep coming back and be focused, and it worked well tonight. So.
Yeah. How does it feel to kind of have a 2-game stretch like that?
It's really nice, especially against these 2 teams. When we had that tough road trip, we all knew coming in that we had to really be focused and play hard. And so, like Coach said, I was trying to just be comfortable. The season is getting towards the end, and so I think all of that coming together really gives you a sense of urgency. So.
6 assists tonight too, especially the last one. Feel pretty good with the way you were passing the ball through.
Yeah, it feels good. I'm glad Chrissy made that shot at the end. But I don't know. Yeah, things just felt comfortable, and when we're working well together, it's a lot easier to do those things. When you have your posts running the floor and your guards making good cuts and all that stuff, then it just is really easy.
When you're able to check out of a game where you guys are, get that big of a win and fans give you a nice ovation too, does it feel pretty good when you check out at a time like that?
Yeah, definitely. We've missed it. It's been a while since we've had that. We've had a lot of rough games, and tonight we finally came together and worked out great.
Kirsty, I know a few fouls early in the game, but in the second half, it seemed like you really kind of took control. What was kind of your mentality in that second half?
I feel like you just can't think about your fouls. You have to be aware of how many you have, but, just be aggressive on offense and be in control on defense and focus and move your feet and, know the scouting report and force players left instead of right and that sorts of things.
Good answer.
I guess, with China Smith specifically, I guess, what was the kind of key? Just shutting her down when she kept driving in the basket and getting those points to start the second half?
Well, yeah, she's a good player, but she definitely wants to go right, and so our key was to force her left and dig the ball out from the, inside out.
Yeah, definitely. I guess with a couple weeks coming up on the road, Coach, what do you just kind of hope to see out of this road trip before you guys can finish out the regular season at home?
2 tough weeks on the road. Really good teams. 3 that we beat here at home. We lost to Pueblo at home early, and it's going to be a big swing for us. It's going to be a big swing in the conference, you know, these next few weeks. A lot of good teams are playing each other across the board. And, you know, I'm excited because I think we can, I know we can play with anybody if we play well. And so we're going to, it's fun. I told him in the locker room, as a coach, it's fun to play, you know, to coach these games and prepare for them. As players, it should be fun to play in these games because they're all going to be tough, and that's what great competition is all about.
When you have a game like tonight, do you wish you could maybe just turn around and get another game under your belt pretty quick, or will you guys enjoy the nice week off?
Well, not the week off. We'll enjoy a night off, you know, and we'll focus. We'll get ready. You know, on Monday we'll kind of have everything in place, and we'll really get after it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we'll go play. So, you know, we've put ourselves in a position to be able to do some things, and that's all we can ask for right now, and now we got to go try to take care of business.
All right, and last thing, Ashley, I guess just how well do you kind of think the team's playing right now, and you know, what will kind of just be the team's focus in the locker room and practices over the next week?
I mean, the season is coming to an end, and so we have to come together. We've had a lot of games where we've been up and down and back and forth on what kind of team we're going to be. And hopefully these 2 games can really propel us forward and we can carry it out through the rest of the year.
All right. Thanks, guys.